go deeper into that matter. Now, about 2,000 underage students set for university admission in September will join university without their loan money due to lack of national identity cards. However, HELB Chief Executive Officer Charles Ringera has clarified that even though the student will not receive their loan for being underage, they will receive the money once they attain the requisite age and subsequently receive their national identity cards. Shadrach Miti with that story.
These are the amounts that...
Statistics from the Universities Fund Board indicate that as of now, there are over 6,000 university scholarship applications under the new higher education financing model.
We expect that it will not be 100%. There are students who will opt not to apply. But the position is that we will want to accommodate every student because the funds are available for every student to get these funds.
But even with such an undertaking by the government, there is the challenge of underage students who are yet to obtain national identity cards. While the students will not have any problem accessing their scholarship from the Universities Funds Board, they will only get their loan from the Higher Education Loans Board after obtaining the national identity card.
ID is very important for purposes of identifying the student, particularly when they are repaying the loan. That's number one. Number two, the law of contract. The law of contract says that you cannot contract with a minor. So if you're underage, then you cannot be able to contract. A loan is a contract.
Besides 19.6 billion shillings set aside for scholarships, the government set aside a further 27.6 billion shillings for loans.
By 2028, on this model, university financing will require 145 billion from loans only. So scholarships will also be looking at another maybe 75 billion.
And the higher education funding agencies are appealing to students keen on either loans or scholarship to hasten their application in order to allow for timely processing and disbursement. Speaking in Naivasha during a media sensitization seminar, the agencies revealed of the ongoing discussion with universities to have them extend admission by at least 1 extra month.
From the funding perspective, if you change your program, the money will follow you to where you are going. If you change from Maseno University to Rongo, your scholarship and loan must be transferred from Maseno University and it must go to Rongo. This is why everyone has to ensure that it is done in good time. So the money will follow the student, and that is why it is a student-centered model. This group, the cohort, we shall be able to allow them to apply because we have budgeted for them. Our prayer is that they do not apply late so that they are locked out by the universities. Remember also the university has got a calendar to implement.
Meanwhile, Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service says the new funding formula disrupted the traditional university choice and selection. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Maswa Home says even the smallest universities, which would previously only attract a handful of students, saw a huge rise in their attractiveness.
All the numbers of in public universities went up. I can give an example of Garissa University, where there were a lot of concerns because of the institution not being able to attract students. When we just opened we did the simulations for first revision, they had already over 1,000 students. And in the past, I don't think they would even attract, Felix, we had about 200 at most.
Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
Still on matters of education, and the Ministry of Education